was like a punch to the gut.
And just complete shock.
As a parent, this is just devastating.
Devastating might even be too light of a word to describe the moment when 16-year-old Luke Blanock was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma cancer. Before December, Luke was a normal, active teenager who loved hanging out with his friends, girlfriend, and basketball team. Then Luke began to feel a tingling in his legs and intense muscle cramps. After many tests, the doctors discovered he had a cancerous tumor.
It was just unbelievably emotional experience. It was Jan, myself, and Luke in the room, and we cried.
It's pretty emotional at first. I was crying, obviously, and then I don't know. I was just determined, like maybe someday I'll make a positive out of this.
Luke immediately went into surgery to have the tumor removed, leaving him with a scar down his back. After surgery, his family anxiously awaited test results to find out if all the cancer had been removed. Then they received the phone call they had been waiting for.
She heard me say, "Hi, Dr. Freeling," and she got silent, and I was talking, and then all of a sudden she saw me go like this. And then so she starts crying, hug Lauren. So I come down, and we tell Luke that the bone marrow is clean, and Luke, he's just pumping his fist. Yes.
I was fired up, and I was jumping around, and they're like, "Stop, you just got back surgery. Like, I don't care."
When Kurt said to me, and I think I quote here, son or coach, my son's chances for survival have just increased significantly. And I also knew what that meant.
Although Luke's latest test came out clear of cancer, Luke will still have to undergo chemotherapy for 10 months. Before the start of chemo, he had the number 4 shaved into his head for his best friend Alex Hammer's number on the basketball team.
For my last haircut, I thought I might as well do something crazy.
It's going to be a long, tough road, but it's we're sure it's going to be work out right.
I really miss driving because I just got my license, but the other worst thing besides that is I don't know what I'm getting myself into, and I don't know how to prepare myself.
The first thing Luke wanted to do after he was released from the hospital was cheer on his basketball team at a home game. Luke's arrival was a surprise, and the coach had the inspirational young man escorted onto the court with the rest of the team, proving to be a memorable moment for everyone in attendance.
When the team first goes out, Luke went out first with Alex Hammers, and nobody expected him to be there. Most people thought he was still in the hospital.
It was real emotional because it was the first time seeing like everyone, all the audience got to see Luke and the crowd, so you could tell he was really breaking down because obviously he was kind of weak from the surgery. And I don't know if he wanted everyone to see him like that, but it just took a lot of strength for him to be there.
That was just so emotional, so powerful that day. I'll never forget that.
And when you see something like that, you know, as an educator, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, you know?
It was just a really special moment because, you know, everybody was there to support me, and that was when it really hit me that I had all that support. I didn't realize it until then that the whole Luke Strong thing was a thing, you know?
One of Luke's friends came up with the hashtag #LukeStrong on Twitter shortly after Luke's cancer diagnosis. It soon caught on, and people began sending well wishes to Luke on Twitter with the hashtag. The Luke Strong phrase even took fire offline when people began to adopt the phrase in photos, clothing, sports equipment, and whatever they could think of to show support for Luke. Luke said that all the support helps keep him determined and motivated, and said to keep all the encouragement coming.
Just the outpouring of support has just been phenomenal, and I can't say thank you enough.
It's just remarkable. And again, as I've said to a couple people, Luke is dealing with this cancer, which is obviously very, very serious, better than some adults deal with stuff that isn't even close to being as serious as to what he's dealing with.
Just the fact that I know I'm going to be all right. I'm going to get through it, and afterwards I'll be a better person. I'll have this to look back on and say it made me stronger.